episode number 19 of Straight Fire Picks. It's good to be with you here today, June 12th, 2021. We got some straight locks for you tonight. Cha-ching! Alright, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about the results from last episode first, from episode 18. I want to get into those. And then we will go over our picks for today, June 12th, 2021. We got the Clippers in action tonight in the NBA. We don't got any NHL games tonight, so I don't have any picks for you for that tonight. So for the Quickfire round, I have a surprise for you. We're going to do some player props for the Quickfire round. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about is results from last episode, from episode 18. Number one, guys, my first pick, I had the Brooklyn Nets on the money line versus the Bucks. Sure, you guys all know how this worked out. That was plus 138 odds. Nets were down by about 20 after the first quarter. Fought and clawed their way back into it. Very close contest all the way through after that. Nets ended up losing the game late by 3. They were leading 83-80 with about a minute to go, and they didn't score after that and lost 86-83. So go figure. So that one did not come in. Bruce Brown was not the hero. He ended up taking the last shot, and really should have been Durant. But hey, what are you going to do about it now? Got to move on. Number two, I had the Clippers plus 3.5 point spread here versus the Jazz minus 112. I think this was still a great idea. The game was close. Jazz ended up winning 117-111. Very closely fought game. Unfortunately, we didn't get those points there on the Clippers. And we still had the night there 0-2. Alright, but my next three, we turned it around. We got all wins on these next three picks. Number 3, I had the Brewers money line versus the Reds, which I had some decent loot on myself. Minus 118 odds. I love the pitching matchup for the Brewers. Brewers had Peralta on the mound, 6-1, 2.25 ERA. Versus Castillo for the Reds, who was 2-8 with a 6.63. Believe it or not, Castillo actually outpitched Peralta most of the game. Where the Reds blew this game was in their bullpen. In the later innings, Brewers got a bunch of runs out of the Reds' bullpen. So, I did end up hitting on that, which was good. 7-2 the final there. Brewers got the win, which was good. Alright, so number 4, I had the Golden Knights money line versus the Avalanche minus 138. Loved all the momentum the Knights had coming home to play the Avalanche after that big Game 5 win. They did get it done 6-3. Pretty much right in line with what I was saying. I said 5-2 or 5-3 if you go back and watch the last episode. It ended up being 6-3 Knights. So, pretty much had the right call on that because it went right into my, coincides with my number 5 pick, which was over 5.5 goals in the Golden Knights Avalanche game, plus 102. That came in, obviously, 6-3. Golden Knights won. So we had 9 goals there. So that game honestly went how I thought it would go. Some of the other games did not. In the Quickfire round, didn't do too good in the Quickfire round. Was 1-3 in the Quickfire round. So my total, if you put the normals and the Quickfire together, I was 4-5. I had the Blue Jays money line versus the White Sox minus 116. That did not come in. I had the Astros money line versus the Red Sox, which looked great at times, but that did not come in. So many runs in that game. 12-8 the final there. I had the Tigers money line versus the Mariners. This is the only one there to come in. 8-3 the final. The Tigers won. Minus 108 odds. Then I had the Braves money line versus the Phillies plus 120. This game was tragic to me. Back-to-back nights I lost on this, my own money. Walk-off homer in the first game. I would have had a 5-team parlay if it wasn't for that. Very sad day. Braves were up 1-0 heading to the bottom of the ninth. I'm talking about the night before, by the way. Bottom of the ninth. Luke Williams, I believe his name is, hit a 2-run homer for the Phillies. Phillies won 2-1. Then yesterday, yesterday, the 10th. I'm recording this on the 11th. Yesterday, the Braves had a 3-1 lead after the top of the 10th inning. They were going to the bottom of the 10th. Again, I had money on the Braves money line again. And they gave up 3 in the bottom of the 10th, lose 4-3. So they apparently can't close out games. So, okay, guys, so that does it for my results from last episode. Like I said, 4-5 total on that episode. So now that brings me for the year to 42, 39, and 1 on my normal picks, 9 and 12 on my quickfire picks. Okay. All right, so it takes us right into our bets for tonight. I got some doozies for you, some really juicy ones. Number 1, I got over 222.5 points in the Jazz Clippers game, minus 110 odds. We had 228 in the last game, in game 2, and we had close to that as well, 221 in game 1. So I think you got a lot of firepower here. You got Donovan Mitchell, you got Kawhi Leonard, you got Paul George. Even Jackson came alive there in game 2. He had like 28. So a lot of firepower here. I think that over hits in Los Angeles. I think the Clippers play better offensively. I think Kawhi Leonard scores at least 30. That would be my call for that game. Number 2, I got staying in line with that game. I got the Clippers minus 4.5 spread versus the Jazz at minus 105. I think the Clippers here, guys, have a big response in game 3, and I think they get the win. They're going to play very well at home. I know I've been riding the Clippers, but I really do believe heading home that they're going to play well. They honestly played pretty good in Utah, just couldn't quite pull one out. So take the Clippers minus 4.5 spread versus the Jazz at minus 105 odds. Okay, number 3, I have the Boston Red Sox money line versus the Blue Jays coming in at minus 126. You have Pivetta on the mound, 6-1, 3.78 ERA for the Red Sox, already 6 wins. Going up against Motts, Steven Motts, my former boy in New York there, 6-3 with a 4.50 ERA. Red Sox also playing this game at home. So I love the Red Sox here at home, guys. They had a big advantage at home. They won a lot of games at home. I don't think this will be any different. Motts is kind of, I've been tracking him his last couple starts. Kind of struggled his last few starts, giving up a good bit of runs. Does have 6 wins on the year, which is impressive. Both pitchers do. But I think the Red Sox get it done here at home, minus 126 odds. Number 4, guys, probably actually my favorite pick. Well, that and the over for the Clippers game. At number 4, I got the Mets money line versus the Padres, plus 110 odds. You're getting some good odds here, I think. You got the Mets at home, been playing pretty decent lately. They're 6-4 in the last 10. They split the series in San Diego when these teams played a few days ago. Mets winning the last 2 of that series. One of those with Stroman on the mound. So staying in line with that, I think Stroman 5-4, 2.41 ERA on the year. Very good ERA numbers. Versus Musgrove, who also has very good numbers as well. 4-5 with a 2.33 ERA. So I think the Mets are definitely the play at home here, guys. Stroman pitches well. Mets have the momentum of the crowd behind them. I think they play well at home. They get it done here. They played the Padres very well in San Diego. I don't see that going any differently here today or tomorrow. Today. Yeah, today. For June 12th. Alright, guys. Number 5, I got under 9.5 runs in the Reds-Rockies game. So we got 2 pitchers here on the mound. Marquez versus Wiley. Both have very solid ERA numbers. I think the under hits here in this game. The under has been hitting a lot in the Rockies. I looked up the Rockies. Last 15-20 games, under 9.5 hits a lot in their games, especially with 2 good pitchers here on the mound, 2 solid pitchers. A little concerned about the bullpens for both teams, but starting pitchers keep this game relatively low scoring, heading into the later innings, and then should be able to hold it down enough, but I think we definitely hit that under 9.5 in that game. Alright, guys, going into the quickfire round, I have 4 player prop parlays, all in the Clippers Jazz game. Sorry, we don't have a lot on today. Number 1, I got over 27.5 points for Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers at minus 116 odds. Like I said, Clippers coming home. They're going to play very well. I think Kawhi is going to play much better. He's going to take control in Game 3. I look for him to set the tone for the Clippers here in Game 3 and get it done. Number 2, I got 3 made threes by Bojan Bogdanovic. Is that how you pronounce his name? Plus 148 odds there for 3 made threes. I really do like these type of bets. They're very nice to have, because you can have these done by the second quarter, and it's just a beautiful thing. Yeah, I think Bogdanovic definitely gets 3 threes here on the road. I just like the pick. I like the numbers. I like the plus 148. Definitely a great player prop pick for this game. Number 3 in the quickfire round, I got over 14.5 points for Reggie Jackson for the Clippers. And then number 4, I got 3 made threes for Paul George, minus 112. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for me. That is my picks for the evening. If you guys enjoyed the content here today, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Other than that, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Deuces. Oh, wait. One more thing. Just want to, my record on the year so far, 42, 39, and 1 on normals. And like I said, 9 and 12 on the quickfire. And that is all I got. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night, day, weekend, day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. Have a great day. We will catch you next time. Peace out.